The aims are basically threefold. One is to protect Looe from rising sea levels over the next 50 to 100 years, and basically buy time for the town to learn to adapt to those climate change problems. The second one is we're looking to protect and minimise the impact to the marine environment and to enhance it wherever we can. And then number three really is to enhance the economy within Looe and southeast Cornwall by protecting the transport links and promoting other ferry links off of places like Banjo Pier to come into the town and move the town forward. Well, we're looking at 6, although 7 if you include the do minimum option, and those are demountable barriers. Those would be between the bridge and the RNLI station, both on east and west Looe side. The permanent walls, which would be roughly the same line. We also have a quay wall extension which will extend out into the river on both sides of the river. We're also looking at a tidal barrier option only, so that would be basically a rising sector gate, much like the Thames barrier. We're also looking at the tidal barrier and breakwater options, and last but not least a simple option to adapt the town to rising sea levels, which would involve things like property level protection and spatial change within the town. The criteria are essentially the cost, what the benefits are and what the impacts are. Particularly we're doing an environmental impact assessment which has to accompany any marine licence or harbour provision order that we put forward. The end stage of this really is to pull this all together into a 5-case business model, which is called an outline business case, and that is presented to government, not least of which being the importance of the financial case, which is basically pulling the money together for the whole scheme. Well, in terms of construction starting on site, we would be looking to start in 2025 with the contract award. There will be a period off-site where precast elements are made, and those will all come to site in 2026, and we'd be looking then through to 2028 to complete the works. One of the main things behind the principles of the project are A, to protect the town from flooding, but also B, the regeneration angle. Now, not all the money that's going to come into this scheme is going to be from flood defence, because quite frankly, Looe is too small a town to be able to afford such a large scheme. So we need to be able to put the regeneration case to central government so that they can see the benefits outweigh the costs of actually doing the scheme. It's a beautiful town. The last thing we want to do is to kill the goose that laid the golden egg on this one. So we do understand concerns within the town, particularly from the business community as well as local residents who love the place. Unfortunately, change has got to take place if we are to protect the town from increased flooding, and it's a question of what that change will look like, and that's the debate that we're having at the moment.